Ateneo 400th year anniversary in 2011. Here's the UST Growling Tigers. At guard number 7, Jeric Fortuna. Guard number 9, Clark Bautista. Center number 12, Chris Camos. At forward number 14, Kasim Mirza. And at power forward number 6, Dylan Ababou. The head coach of the Growling Tigers, Pito Harencio. And now, celebrating its sesquicentennial 150th year on December 10 of this year, here's the starters for the defending champions, Ateneo de Manila Blue Eagles. At power forward number 7, Nonoy Baclao. Forward number 11, Eric Salamat. Center number 19, Raba El Hussaini. Off guard number 12, Kirk. And the point guard number 5, that's Salamat.
There's the starting 5 for UST and Ateneo. Coach Pito Harencio believing that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's the same one he used for UP. Same one as well for Ateneo, the one they used against LaSalle.
That's a very regular starting lineup. Probably the most veteran for both teams and the most risky. It's going to be an exciting one.
Salamat though, on the TV starting 5 is at guard, while actually he will be at the front line, either guarding Ababou or Mirza.
Well, they're going to use some speed here with Salamat starting for Ateneo. They normally have somebody else for that position. But certainly Salamat is responsible why Ateneo is with an 8-1 record, probably next to Raba Al-Hussaini.
His first one on UST.
Very interesting match we have here because, like what we mentioned earlier, if Ateneo wins today, they shoot straight to number 1 and get the twice to beat advantage, which will mean that UST will drop to 5-5 and complicate things further because not far behind are teams like we have LaSalle and UE. Their fate could be decided by later's game against FEU.
Well, the rest of the league actually is playing for a UST loss in this ballgame because that will give an opportunity. Now, if UST does not win and later on UE, that will give a chance to LaSalle, to UP and Adamson. Because, well, one, UP and Adamson are just 2 wins away if UST does not win this ballgame. So you gotta keep that margin small in terms of win-loss record. But if UST wins over Ateneo, I'm not gonna really put something on the ledger for Ateneo for UST.
Al-Hussaini on the putback after he missed the first attempt. Not really the team that hits the most field goals or second chance points. That's UST. But Al-Hussaini gets a break there. Ababou misses on his first attempt on the field. Kirk pushing the action.
This opportunity there for Ateneo. Reyes was looking for a foul. None was called.
What's very amazing about UST is the fact that these forwards, Ababou and Mirza, are able to bring down the leather and push the action for UST.
That's a tough matchup here. Baclao and against Ababou. And offensive board, we don't expect too many for UST, but they got one. Chris Camos, he only scored 2 points in their first encounter, and I think it's critical for UST to get Camos going in the ballgame.
Camos is starting center. Good job against a very tall and formidable front line of Ateneo. Baclao bothered by Ababou. Kirk trying to save it, goes out of bounds. UST ball.
Well, turnover. UST forcing Ateneo to that turnover, giving a cross-court pass for Kirk.
Let's find out what's in the minds of Ateneo as they come out today on the floor against UST. Here's our Samsung courtside update with Jessica Mendoza.
Hey Eric, the practice has not let up for the Blue Eagles this past week. If anything, the players have been working individually with the coaching staff. Ryan Wedefe, for instance, stayed after practice yesterday, working on his three-point shot and the finger roll with Coach Norman Black. Coach said that the key here is for his younger players to improve as the league goes on. Some of them, he said, have the potential to be as devastating on the court as you said Eman Monfort was for UST the last time the two teams met. That happens to be the kind of focus and hustle Coach Norman Black wants the Blue Eagles to have today. Eric and Randy?
Thank you, Jessica. It's interesting that coming off a very long layoff for Ateneo, it's a 6-day layoff. They practiced individually, especially yesterday, and Ryan Buenafe concentrating on shooting from the outside.
Well, they really have to sharpen their tools, and they still have a lot more games, and UST just played Thursday. So in terms of sharpness, you see that early on, UST showing the flash of a sharpness going into this one, as they have scored already 6 points against only 2 for Ateneo.
Is this the case of Ateneo having a little bit of rust, having a very long layover as you look at the strong power move? PS Bank, simple lang maaasahan. Mirza with the 2 and a bigger outcome of that play, getting the first foul from Rabah Al-Hussaini.
Well, certainly, if we put that question about Ateneo being sharp, or the question of, well, they did play 7 days, and that's really tough for them. You have to go back and get to that bearing. Mirza missed the free throw. He's number 3 in the league in terms of points per game at 15.1.
Surprising because UST is the second best team free throw shooting wise. Salamat finds Baclao underneath for the 2.
He's been doing that all season long. Eric Salamat driving in. If he has the opportunity, he will take the shot. But very good decision making for Eric Salamat.
Mirza guarded by Long. Salamat trying to shadow Fortuna. Fortuna failing to knock it in as the defense was closing in on him. 6:40 remaining in the first. Baclao was not prepared for that entry pass from Reyes. Let's go to the Samsung courtside update now from UST with Patch Kansana.
After that 5-point victory of the Tigers against the UP Fighting Maroons, we are now facing once again one of the top contenders of this season. Laging ang pinapaalala ni Coach Pito Arecho sa kanila na hindi natin titingnan ang pangalan ng kalaban natin. We will just do what we do best and let them play our kind of game. As we recall, it was Eman Monfort who killed the Tigers during the first round. Well, this time when I asked Coach Pito who they will be watching out for, he simply said everyone. We will keep an eye on everyone. They already learned their lesson. Nakaya sila natalo noon dahil sa katamaran nila, but this time they will attack with nothing but pure energy that starts strong and finish strong. Eric and Randy.
Thank you, Patch. You saw Dylan Ababou knock in his second field goal from the outside, while on the other hand, Kirk Long attacking the defense of UST and getting his first 2. Miss from the outside by UST. Salamat. No numbers in transition for the Blue Eagles, and Reyes pulls it back out. Giant. The floater is in over Ababou.
So we're waiting for a breakout game for Jai Reyes in the season. It's not really very consistent scoring-wise. You know he's there, but he's gonna take it strong. And I think against Jeric Fortuna, I think all eyes is going to come up with a good game today.
And speaking of Fortuna, was that some sort of a pass? That was extremely short. Mirza pulls out and puts it up. Camus for the putback.
Notice how Camus would just do the putback, no bringing down the rebound, because that's his best chance of scoring underneath.
Here's a maaasahan assist from PS Bank. Simple lang, maaasahan. Salamat attracting the defense and opening up opportunities for Nonoy Baclao for the 2. Coach Norman Black said enough's enough. He saw Camus put in 2 easily underneath the basket without any defensive man near him, and he calls a timeout. Let's see if Ateneo can set things right here. Long pops up. Long has been active offensively for Ateneo. 4 points.
Well, he's attracting Mirza to go out, and this would make things easier, hopefully, in the long run for Ateneo's inside ball game. But he's so far very effective. 4 points already for Kirk, 1 inside and now 1 jumper.
Fortuna steps back away from Salamat and knocks in his first field goal of the game.
Well, thanks to Camus, I think Fortuna has to come up big. He has seen the improvement of Fortuna here in the second round. And in the first game, well, he was a non-factor for UST.
Coming off 14 points in 37 minutes of action against UP. Fortuna should play big today. Norman Black looking at his awards. Very long vacation, quote unquote, for Ateneo after that win versus LaSalle last Sunday. Long 3-4 Salamat off the glass.
Good wide shot for Jeric Salamat. Some pressure. They were able to bring the ball to Hussaini, who we've not seen really touch the ball in a position where he can score.
Ababou smiling after missing that three. Reyes picked up by Fortuna. Under 4 minutes remaining, all alone Hussaini as Mirza gambled for the steal.
Oh, that's really gone. If Raba gets it inside the shaded area from that distance, I don't think the UST guys can look eye to eye with Hussaini.
UST's got to do a better job denying the entry pass to Hussaini. Camus almost picked up the ball, poked away from Mirza.
Oh!
Take a look at Salamat. Still had enough strength to put it back in.
Wow.
Okay to makes me want to call her myself. Wow. Take a look at the numbers, guys. Unahan na lang tayo. Well, Professor's actually punching in the numbers already on his cell phone.
You have the numbers. Actually, this started last Sunday, if I remember.
Exactly.
There was only one from the LaSallian group who came up with this one, and now Ateneo with 3 in the... They're trying to memorize, but Jeric Salamat, wow, what a shot here, huh?
Already lost the ball, but had enough composure and strength to put it back up. Powerade hyper play of the quarter. Drink up, power up. Sports is what you make it.
The reason why Ateneo has been able to keep itself under trouble here in the season because of Jeric Salamat.
Almost a steal by Ateneo. Teng is on the floor for UST. That bounces off the shot clock, and Teng apologizes to the bench.
But Bautista was taken out by Coach Pido Harencio. He wasn't really making much of a difference, not getting the look that they're expecting from the three-point area, that they're bringing in the third part of the ATM of UST.
13 points for Jeric Teng, 25 minutes of action against UP last Thursday. Spot up for Baclao. Air ball. And a foul committed here by Salamat.
A veteran player, Ababou, you don't just strip him off like that. Jeric Salamat picking up the foul. That's going to be team foul number 2 against Ateneo. Same situation for UST with 2 team fouls here in the first period.
And Coach Pido Harencio is shuffling his boys here. First substitution was Teng. Now Afwang comes in for Camus. Substitution delivered to us by KFC. It's finger licking good. A player can be a candidate for this year's KFC 6th Man Award. Let's see what Afwang can bring to the floor as he guards and is being guarded as well by Hussaini. Mirza, good footwork. But apparently not as he travels. Ateneo grabs the lead and are up by 2, 14-12. Timeout from Samsung. Imagination lives. Tip-to-top player matchup by Selecta Corneto. Tip-to-top Sarap.
Ababou and Baclao. Well, the numbers of Ababou certainly higher from last year. He's an MVP candidate, 7 rebounds. But for Baclao, his average lower than last year. And we certainly feel that Nonoy can contribute so much more than 5.3 points per ball game.
Well, he has missed his initial attempts from the field, but Kirk has been on the money this afternoon.
Well, I think he's very efficient, Kirk. He doesn't take too many attempts, but he makes sure that his shots are okay, he's within his range.
But before we discuss more about that, take a look at this shot by Kasim Mirza under duress in the defense of the big man Hussaini. Open happiness with that and Coca-Cola. Open Coca-Cola, open happiness. Well, going back to Kirk Long, I mean, he's taken away the starting position from Ryan Buenafe, and he really has produced for Ateneo as part of the starting 5. This is the point where UST really needs to step it up defensively because Ateneo is starting to pull away. Biggest lead of UST was 4 points as Salamat drives baseline and picks up the foul from Jeric Teng.
Well, that's going to be a tough matchup for Jeric Teng. That might take away some of the offensive bluster in the game of Jeric Teng. Let's take a look at Chris Camus.
Part of our Jollibee Young Doubles duo. Well, candidates enjoy the best things in life. Good start for the starting center of UST, Chris Camus. He has 4 points. Ababou has 4 as well. course, obviously between them, they have 8 of the 12 of UST.
We'll talk about bench players. You know, in the first game, Ateneo just proved their way stronger than the bench players of UST. Nonoy Baclao cooling his heels, something wrong with that left arm, left hand of Nonoy Baclao. But here, when the bench starts coming in, it's the time that Ateneo is maintaining its strength while the other team supposedly, well, in most occasions that we've seen here, is going down a notch lower. Now, Jeric Salamat, 2 points, 2 boards so far.
Averages 11 points per ball game and is coming off an 11-point game versus La Salle last Sunday.
And, you know, what's really good about the shots and the points of Jeric is they're coming in at the time that they needed a point and they wanted a good run and building of the momentum.
From the elbow, backup center Afwang misses. Overshooting the mark is Ababou after hitting 2 straight. He has missed several already. Talking about the league leading MVP candidate Dylan Ababou of UST.
And USC will probably remember this guy who just came in, Eman Monfort, together with Ryan Buenafe. He was the guy who, Eman Monfort is the guy who really destroyed the perimeter defense of UST.
Put up 20 points in Ateneo's win over UST in the first round of eliminations. Now he's on the floor along with Ryan Buenafe.
Wow, that's a bully move put up by Hussaini against Afwang. Just imposing his will in that play. All foul was called against Raba. There's the shoulder on the chin of Afwang.
And a little bit of acting job as well by Afwang on our smart instant replay. We're helping sports. So 2 personal fouls on Al Hussaini, and he's getting scolded by Norman Black as he goes to the bench. And in comes Chua.
Justin Chua. Well, Norman's probably telling them, look, a minute and 30, you commit your second foul. What's going to happen in the second quarter? You have to nurse your fouls and you'll be off in the rotation.
Let's see if the Growling Tigers take advantage of not having the big man Al Hussaini in the middle. And clearly you see Afwang attack the defense of Chua right away.
Chua was cold, and here comes Afwang. Actually doesn't have the good move going in. And just fishing.
In fact, it seems like he traveled. Those were 3 steps. But lucky for him, he picked up the foul. That's all displayed on our smart instant replay. We're helping sports.
Afwang making his first point in the ball game, cutting the lead to 5. A minute and 20 remaining in the first period. Coach Pido Harenjo, he wants some space between UST and De La Salle, and hopefully against UE later on that's going to play FEU, should they pick up a win here at the expense of Ateneo.
And Alain Maliksi checks in for Umbria, who was on the floor for barely 2 minutes.
Maliksi fired 20 points, an unlikely highest scorer for UST in the losing effort against Ateneo last July 19th.
And Coach Pido Harenjo hoping that he lights up the offense of the Growling Tigers. Maliksi with his first rebound. Fortuna trying to lose Montfort. Under a minute left in the first quarter. Maliksi has the hand from the outside. Yes!
Wow! You called that play right, Eric. Maliksi was on cue, got the rebound, had a 3-point shot, and they're winning a point.
And UST averting an early pull away by Ateneo here. They are within 1 point. Montfort open from the corner, partially blocked. Good defense by the long arm from Maliksi. Now UST with a chance to grab the lead to end the first quarter. Fortuna getting a screen from Afwang. Afwang getting it back. 10 on the shot clock. Afwang attacking Chua again, but losing the leather. Buenafe checking the clock. He will milk it and try to give Ateneo the last shot to end the first. Long has been very efficient and on the mark. Salva! Good hesitation move to lose the defense. So a very good comeback for UST here, Professor. Down by 6 towards the end of the first quarter. They were able to make a comeback and make this a good fight going into the second.
Well, they even had a chance to take the lead at the end of the quarter, but you know, Afwang did decide very well on that play. And Nico Salva, as always, coming off the bench, giving a number. That's why Ateneo has a breather here, 20-17 at the end of the first.
everybody. Good afternoon. Thanks for tuning in to the first match of Sunday Showdown here on Studio 23 and in high definition on Balls HD channel 166. Ateneo at 8-1 going against the 5-4 UST. Jeric Teng coming off the bench, missing his shot from the outside. Montfort is calling out the play. He comes off the bench together on the floor with Ryan Buenafe, and he loses the ball to Bautista. Bautista tries to go all the way, and Salva with the defensive board. Ateneo throwing it away 2 in a row now.
Skelter game here, Eric. No productions for both teams offensively speaking, and ball is being carelessly taken care.
Manixi partially blocked there by Chua. It remains with UST, last touched by Salva.
But the bench not showing a lot of cohesiveness on the floor for both teams.
Take a look at this defensive play by Tata Bautista. Clear precision stop from clear man, no dandruff, just cool hair. Just unable to finish though. Not shown on the replay, but because right behind him, he knew that the high leaping Buenafe was there. Manixi misses on his second attempt from beyond the arc.
Again, you have to question the decision of Manixi. Why throw up a three-point shot? They have a lot of time. They have no rebound. It wasn't really his best shot.
High pick and roll for Buenafe. He gives it up. 9 seconds to shoot. Salva. There's going to be a UST foul.
Okay, Nico Salva going to his right, which is his strong side.
So Nico Salva coming off the bench will shoot 2 points so far for Salva.
And Salva has really come up big this season. Filling up off the bench, giving him the numbers. He's number 5 in the league in terms of field goal percentage. You know that fella.
Doug Kramer, of course. And JC and Tang wearing the cap right in front of Doug Kramer.
But there's Mr. and Mrs. Doug Kramer.
Oh, that's right. Cheska Kramer. And there's Maki Escalona
In attendance.
And we saw Baldos earlier as well in the stands rooting for Ateneo. Buenafe's double team. Coming off the bench is Austria, who contributes right away.
A good look at the basket there for Baclao and Austria. Coming clear. UST not adjusting defensively. 6-point advantage for Ateneo.
Just when UST fought back to be within striking distance, Ateneo trying to pull away early here in the second quarter. Manixi guarded by Buenafe. The double team comes, double clutch for Manixi, and the foul is going to be called on Chua.
2 free throws here for Aling Maliksi. Justin will be called for a foul. His second foul for Chua.
Here's the good fake and the step forward by Austria on our smart instant replay. We're helping sports. Manixi averages 8 points per ball game. Career high 20 points for him. Substitution delivered to us by KFC. It's finger licking good, and any player can be a candidate for this year's KFC 6th Man Award. Dylan Ababou checks back in for UST.
Well, Coach Pido Harenzo, Eric, realizing that it's the bench player of Ateneo. So take a look at Chris Chu, very much a regular at LA Tenorio, watching the game.
And Magnum Membrane.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Magnum Membrane.
I almost didn't recognize with his cap. I was pointing about Coach Pido trying to see some good opportunity for them. It's the bench of Ateneo that's playing. So bringing back Fortuna and Dylan Ababou, his regular starters for the position point guard and off.
Salva getting away as he went to his favorite area, the right side.
This time, USC making a good defensive adjustment, clogging the lane, making it difficult for Salva to get a good look.
We got a Samsung courtside update now from Jessica Mendoza.
Yes, Eric, teamwork has always been a cornerstone philosophy of Coach Norman Black, and today he reminds the Blue Eagles yet again to communicate with each other and to move the ball around on the court to respond to UST's changing defensive strategy. He warns them not to overhelp and to concentrate on guarding the particularly productive players of UST. Finally, the coaching staff has expressed approval of Kirk Long's performance in the first quarter and hope that the rest of the team will do their roles as well throughout the rest of the game. Eric and Rennie?
Thanks, Jessica. Well, Coach Norman Black trying to avoid UST from cashing in from the ATM today.
Yep.
He wants them to concentrate, Ateneo to concentrate on these players. As you look at Hussaini on the bench, picked up 2 personal fouls. There's nothing wrong with him, just in a little bit of foul trouble very early in this game.
Well, that's a good point raised by Coach Norman back to the report of Jessica. You don't really have to guard too many players. You're not going to shoot. You know who's going to score for UST. Focus on these guys. Anyway, that has been the formula of UST all season long. They're not going to change it today.
Jeric Teng has used up much of the time on the shot clock. Double team comes on Ababou, and there's Ryan Buenafe trying to gamble on the steal, picks up a foul.
But Buenafe is a surprise for Ateneo. He's not playing within his potentials. We know he's a lot, but then he's trying to get back defensively. And here comes Baclao replacing Nico Salva. Nole is a big player in the finals last season. He scored averaging 6.5 points and 5.5 blocks per game.
Let's go to the Samsung courtside update from UST with Patch Kansana.
Before the game, sinabi ni Coach ang mga players kung bakit number 1 ang Ateneo in terms of assists and 2-point fields. Having this said, they want them to give pressure to the ball and challenge all shots and drive the ball away. He gave the boys profiles of the Ateneo players and solutions on how to stop them. You'll be expecting the boys to play hard on Reyes and Raba and contain the penetration shots of Salamat. Get the offensive rebounds to out-rebound Ateneo's big men like Baclao, and once you get the ball, make sure you make your shots without hesitations, and if not, you have to make the extra pass. Eric and Randy.
Thank you, Patch. Well, good scouting job done, I guess, by the coaching staff of UST in, informing or giving the information to UST players for them to use when they're on the floor against Ateneo. Mirza missing, gets back his miss, tries to put it back and clobbered by Ateneo.
But what's so disturbing on the part of Ateneo, they have lost the ball several times on steals here by UST. Take a look at this one. They were able to get it, and boy, UST, well, they just have to cash in on those steals.
Clear precision stop by Mirza. From clear man, no dandruff, just cool hair. Let's see if Mirza can put in 2 free throws here. So far, 4 points from Mirza. 1 each quarter. Pretty solid shooting today for Kasim.
Well, he has to get going, Kasim Mirza. He and Bilan Ababou did not get their points when Ateneo made the run in the first round. Here they're trying to keep it as close as possible within striking distance. And Jeric is the guy who's quite quiet so far in the ball game. So a missing leg in the ATM of UST.
Monfort, picked up by Fortuna. Good show by Camus. Buenafe has been careless with the leather. He's been losing it every now and then, but that time around, the foul picked up by Ababou as he tried to slap the ball from behind.
First foul for Dylan. Team foul number 1 for UST.
Oh, Dizon from the long time days of UST.
He used to be the big guy for UST, but 2-3 years back.
Is it June Dizon?
Yes.
June, right?
Still have his number, right? Just kidding.
6:31 remaining in the first half. Buenafe always commands a double team. And another steal by UST. Ateneo pretty careless with the leather. Teng finally gets his first field goal of the game.
That's at least the 3rd steal of UST in the 2nd period.
Reyes is shadowed by Fortuna. Buenafe again goes inside, and the referees are now on the money when it comes to UST players trying to slap the ball away from behind Buenafe. Caltex fast break here from Caltex with the unbeatable cleaning power of Tecron, finished by Teng, and they are within striking distance again, just down by 2.
And in the 2nd quarter, an interesting stat here. The turnovers, Ateneo has committed 5, none for UST. And Ateneo has only attempted once in the last 4 minutes in the first 4 minutes of the period.
That is why Ateneo, with a 7-point advantage in the 2nd quarter, lost it and only are up by 2, 25-23, with 5:56 remaining in the first half. They want to go to Salamat. A weak double team with Fortuna shadowing him. Salva open, kicks it out to Baclao at the elbow.
That's going to be automatic turnover in favor of UST.
You think that left hand of Baclao's bothering him? Two shots already he's missed from that range that he used to knock it in easily before.
Yeah, he was open, and certainly he's very uncomfortable with that because he used that to make sure that there's a balance in his shot. And I think Nonoy is really tendering or favoring that left-hand of his.
Catch and shoot for Dylan Ababou. Two USD players go for the loose ball. Oh, quick to pull the trigger is Teng. Two offensive boards for USD in this sequence. Wow. Fortuna drives. Another offensive board as Ababou tried to get it and put it back in one single motion.
Oh, they're really missing Hussaini for Ateneo. You don't normally get those many an offensive board with Hussaini inside, but USD just tenaciously putting on this offensive array. Almost.
That's on our smart instant replay. We're helping sports. Ababou with 4 points has yet to score here in the second quarter.
It was interesting in the matchup here put up by Coach Norman Black. He put it in, of course, Mr. King, ambassador of the United States to the Philippines, a regular visitor of the UAAP. That's most likely the blue side of things. She's positioned in that area.
She's always with, if I'm not mistaken, she's always with Chris Chu.
Yes. And going back to that matchup of Ababou and Nonoy Baclao. Baclao is a guy taking care of Ababou, but Baclao doesn't take away the dribble of Ababou, which is his most effective way of going to the basket.
And finally, from close range, Baclao knocks in his second field goal of the game. 2 points already for Nonoy Baclao.
But interesting, he took off that white cover off his hand. It's just the blue tape around his left hand. I don't know if it's for more cover for him.
Wow! Against two Blue Eagles under heavy defense. Ababou still gets it to fall. 8 points now for Ababou and the second personal foul on Nico Salva. Take another look at the drive by Ababou on our Powerade hyper play of the quarter. Drink up, power up. Sports is what you make it.
Well, good pass there by Jeric Fortuna. We've always talked about Ababou, Kasim Mirza, and Jeric Teng. But I'd like to focus on the credit to Jeric Fortuna. He's done so well. Of course, they don't have the rag and draggy play of Japs Kuwan. It was replaced now by, of course, Mrs. Francisco behind Japs Kuwan. They always sit together. It's parang mag-ina yung dalawang yan. I guess all players of UST is mommy. Mommy to Mrs. Francisco.
Now UST on top by 1. 28-27 thanks to the heroics of Dylan Ababou. Salamat using the pick by Baclao. Reyes in and out on that three. Baclao knocks it. Well, it was actually Goya who kept it alive for Ateneo.
There's this philosophy of Coach Norman that when you pick up 2 quick fouls in the first quarter, you're not gonna get something in the second period. And I don't know if he's still faithful to this one. That's why Goya is coming in early in the ball game, and Raba we have not seen him. Maybe because he has picked up 2 quick fouls in the first quarter.
Salamat kicks it out to Reyes. Reyes, 2 attempts in one offensive possession for Ateneo, and he has missed both. Baclao to Long, who knocked in a 3 earlier. One more time for Kirk Long.
Kirk Long is historically a UST heartbreaker. I think it was this last or the other year where he shot one over Jeric Cruz and it was a game winner for Ateneo. And he continues to play very well against the Growling Tigers.
So Ateneo grabs the lead right back, 30-28. 10 points for Kirk Long. Paus, though, ties it all up. Our 6th deadlock already on the game at 30 all. Big Dome is echoing as both teams, both alumni, both fans are having themselves heard as loudly as possible. Long becoming very aggressive now as he gains more confidence each time he knocks in a shot.
He's probably one of the guys with the highest IQ basketball for Kirk Long.
Good find by Baclao as ang maaasahan assist from PS Bank, Sintalang. Kirk long, 2 threes, 10 points, and he is at the free throw line to give the lead back to Ateneo.
But he reads properly the defense and reacts to it. To take a look at Roger Bueno. Oh, pinsan pala niya yun. Ryan Buenafe of Ateneo. Kirk long, 11 points. 4 of 4 from the field. 1 of 1 from the free throw line and missed the second free throw.
That's his first miss on the floor, but Ateneo, thanks to the hustle of the big man, keeping alive for one more shot. Goya has been pretty active on the baseline and has been giving Ateneo a lot of second chance opportunities.
Well, it's the hustle play that I think that was up to him. He will have 2 free throws because penalty situation for UST. Second foul on Ababou. Teng is replaced by Maliksi. Golia will be tested here.
Here's our Silverworks hard court heartthrob of the game. There is no substitute. Jeric Fortuna all smiles.
Fortuna from Lasal Sobel, if I'm not mistaken. Golia long on his first free throw.
Barely averaging a point per game.
It's a project really for Coach Norman Black. This is Trabas last year, and this improvement is important to keep the strength of Ateneo at the front line.
Camus is guarded by Golia. Very undersized center is Camus, and Golia got baited into a foul by a driving Camus.
I think that's the advantage, you know. Camus can dribble and he's bringing out Golia, who's probably not very comfortable guarding a big guy dribbling from the outside.
Back here at the Araneta Coliseum, Kasim Mirza with 5 points. Dylan Ababou, both of them are our Jollibee Yum Doubles duo candidates. Enjoy the best things in life. 14 points between Mirza and Ababou. And they are down by 2 against Ateneo, 32-30 with 2:55 remaining in the first half.
Well, it's quite a contrast to what happened in the first round between these two teams. USC showing a lot of readiness and adjustment in round number 2 against Ateneo. They kept it close, looking to tie this ball game courtesy of Chris Camus. There was no explosion of Eamon Monfort compared to the first round where they were really surprised that he was just knocking threes. And he was like a forgotten guy, that there's a 5th guy who can shoot that 3-point shot. And nothing of that sort so far for Ateneo in this ballgame.
The starting center of UST with 8 points, and he ties the ballgame up, talking about Chris Camus. 2 for 2 shooting at the line, 32 all. Our 7th deadlock of the game. At the rate we're going, we're going to run out of slots on the stat sheet with regards to deadlocks. Mirza and company going for the lead here. Fortuna is open. Short. Alain Maliksi, the long arms come in handy for the putback.
Again, it's a rebound, direct putback, stick back, no Raba Al-Hussaini to contend with USC making the most out of the situation without the best big guy of Ateneo.
And UST is not the #1 ranked team in points inside the paint for nothing. Maliksi with his 6th point of the game. And Baclao giving it to Salamat for the lead.
Ababou clearing that for UST, denying an offensive recovery for them.
Ababou, one of the shiftiest guys on the floor in the UAAP this season. Loses the ball, but it's knocked away by Ateneo. 16 seconds on the shot clock for UST. There is the flying in move of Alain Maliksi. Alaksan FR, power fast play of the game. Body bait kahit saan ang katalap. Alaksan FR and Ababou hitting double digits with 11 points.
Well, that was a difficult shot for Dylan Ababou. It's a fadeaway, and he's really stretching out for that. And good times here for UST.
4-point advantage for UST now. 36-32. Baclao from the free throw area. Yes.
Wow, humming here, trying to keep it within distance for Ateneo.
6 points now for Nonoy Baclao, and that's the first basket of Baclao from within 12 feet.
Yeah, but remember, he's only averaging 5.3 points per ball game, so
Fortuna misses. Reyes, no options in transition. Salamat for 3. 0 out of 2 for Salamat from beyond the arc. Baclao all alone and trying to keep it alive for Ateneo that time. Here comes UST. 2 against 1 here. Salamat, Reyes against Fortuna. And Salamat was hacked on the forearm by Fortuna. He goes down, but he's a pretty solid guy. Talking about Eric Salamat, he's going to bounce back easily on this.
Got something on his eye from that foul of Jeric Fortuna. You know, USC unable to capitalize, and Ateneo coming back with their own transition play.
But they too were unable to capitalize in this instance. Smart instant replay were helping sports. You can clearly see that Reyes bobbled the pass, the final pass by Salamat.
Almost a botched play there for Ateneo.
Exactly.
And Salamat has missed a couple of threes, and poor vision so far, I think, hurting here Eric Salamat.
And where would Ateneo be without Kirk Long's 11 points though?
Well, good question there, Eric. And without Kirk Long shooting here in the second quarter, there could have been greater distance between the Blue Eagles and the Tigers. And 2 missed free throws, uncharacteristic for Eric Salamat.
Ateneo, regardless of the outcome of this possession, will still get the ball back. UST looking for a 4, maybe a 5-point lead in this possession. Mirza kicks it out.
Aitono.
Knocking it. You don't see Aitono shooting from the outside very often, but when he does, gets results.
And off the bench, basket, impact basket, 5-point lead for your UST.
Salamat using the pick by Golia, slides in for an easy layup. Aitono has to throw this one up. Oh. He opted for an extra pass to Manixi.
What a game in the second quarter for USC. They were able to recover without Rabah Al-Hussaini. He is riding the bench because of 2 fouls in the second period. They were able to make a run, and USC grabbing the upper hand here at the end of the first half. Because I said they would really have something going for them here.
Mirza trying to escape from Long, kicks it out. 3 for Ababou, no. So it's Reyes, Long, Salamat, Baclao, and Al-Hussaini, the 5 for the Blue Eagles. They've been trying to get it inside to Al-Hussaini, but Al-Hussaini's been fumbling the leather to start the third quarter.
Oh, good defense played by Baclao.
Long, pushing it, kicking it out. Reyes for 3. Yes!
Wow, they're looking at that play. They're looking at that play. And Norman is very happy that Jai was able to execute properly from that assist of Kirk Long.
So we're tied at 39 all after a successful 3-point shot there by Reyes. USD looking to pull away again. They kick it out. Camus for 3. He's never known to have that shot. Oh, but Manixi blocked, but still got the ball in, and the foul from Al-Hussaini. Third personal foul on Al-Hussaini.
Wow, that's something. That's something really for Ateneo. He might have a short stint here in the third period.
Take a look at this Kirk Long, maasahan assist from PS Bank. Simple lang to Reyes to tie the ball game up at 39 all, but Alain Maliksi comes right back and draws the foul from Al-Hussaini. Coach Norman Black bowed his head a little bit, trying to think about the options he has. He still keeps Al-Hussaini on the floor. Let's see what he said in the huddle with Jessica Mendoza on the Samsung Courtside Update.
Yes, Eric, obedience is the virtue that Coach Norman Black drilled into the boys at the dugout. There's only one guy I'm giving license to gamble, and that's Eric. He said, everybody else plays straight up defense, please. This is in response to the 9 turnovers the team gave up in the second quarter. Coach also wanted them to avoid indecision and letting what he called non-players lure them into a foul. Guys, let's not let this game get away, Coach said. Eric and Randy?
Thanks, Jessica. Well, only one player is allowed to gamble defensively as Alain Maliksi is starting out on fire here in the third quarter.
So reliving his point production in game 1 against Ateneo, where he scored 20 points.
And now the foul trouble has hampered Al-Hussaini and has taken away a little bit of his confidence. He missed on that point-blank baby hook that he loves so much, but Baclao was there to clean up the mess. Mirza on the ISO. Ababou, one-hander is in.
So easy a play. They were really focusing on Mirza. Ababou was so open. So where's the adjustment in terms of the defense of Ateneo? And you're right, Eric, that the fouls of Hussaini, I think, is really bothering this ball game, both offensively and defensively.
He's getting the ball a little bit further away from his comfort zone. Kicks it out to Reyes. Good ball movement by Ateneo. Salamat is open. Too strong. Baclao is there for the putback. 2 straight putbacks for Nonoy Baclao.
I think he's got 10 markers already for Nonoy Baclao. His most productive game so far.
Now let's hear what happened in the huddle of UST with Patch Kansana on the Samsung courtside update.
You know, Eric and Randy, in the dugout, it was as if Coach Proharencio was performing a theatrical play. He was showing the boys on how their man-to-man defense should look like, something that they have to work on more in the second half. Nakukuhanan kasi tayo ng bola. He reiterated the target to bring down the scoring of Ateneo down to less than 15 points, which they came in short in the first half. For the Tigers, the whole round one was a learning process for them. With their performance in the first half, looks like they did make up for some of their past mistakes. Eric and Randy?
Thank you, Patch. Salamat with a wonderful crossover. And he drew the foul off a growling Tiger.
Well, Camus was completely lost in that crossover movement. Camus picking up the foul. But good play there by Gingerich. Or rather, Kirk Long.
And open happiness with that shot off the glass by Alain Maliksi and Coca-Cola. Open happiness. Aitona is quickly pulled out after that steal he made. And he gave it up to Kirk Long on the good defense by Long. Take a look at this clear precision stop from Clearman, no dandruff, just cool hair. This is the steal I was talking about from Aitona, but stolen right back by Kirk Long on the poor ball handling of Aitona.
Well, Aitona, I think, was gifted because he made a good three-point shot at the end of the second period that gave them the lead. Jeric Fortuna's not starting, just replace him here in the third period. Kirk Long very steady on the for the backcourt of Ateneo. And Salamat, how many free throws has he made so far? He's got 6 points, I think 2 out of 7, or 2 out of 6 from the free throw line for Eric Salamat.
I'm surprised though that Coach Proharencio pulling out Alain Maliksi, a guy who had the most advantage against almost any Ateneo player on the floor.
Well, Hussaini was also taken out by Coach Norman Blanco. Probably a response to that. Hussaini replaced by Nico Salva. So it's really up to the other guys to show that, you know, without Raba, who's going to take over and who's got to play within the system.
So it's Jeric Teng coming in for Alain Maliksi, and UST commits a foul here as they try to slap the ball away from Salva.
Could be a Camus.
Jack and Jill fantastic moments from Jack and Jill Snacks. Life's fun timeout by Ateneo. 48-45, three-point advantage here for UST against the defending champions, Ateneo. Salva has checked in for the foul-ridden Raba Al-Hussaini. 9 seconds to shoot for the Blue Eagles. Reyes pulls up. Long shot, long rebound for the Blue Eagles. They get another crack at a possession here. Long, 11 points. Make that 14 points for Kirk Long. What a productive afternoon for Long. Jeric Teng in no man's land as he was fronted by Nonoy Baclao. Here comes Long again, attacking, stripped. UST on the offensive. Long arms of Kasim Mirza allowed him to escape.
Oh, is there a foul or
Attempt of a block by Baclao.
Is there something on Nico Salva? Then we ask for a replacement. Oh, but Mirza, just like a runaway freight train.
Take a look at Kirk Long here. Open happiness with that shot. Coca-Cola. Open happiness. What a day for Kirk Long. Previous high was just 8 points, but really has poured it on today. 14 points for Kirk Long. 8 seconds remaining on the shot clock for Ateneo.
It's really a different look now for Ateneo. They really don't have that post play available for them without Raba.
That's Carlo Timoteo. Our African-built body to increase body mass. One and done on that possession for Ateneo. Mirza for three. Yes!
He's feeling it. He is feeling it here in the third.
12 points for Kasim Mirza. 7 of those coming here in the third quarter.
Wow, the second drawing the ATM. Getting some cash here in the third.
They haven't gotten anything though from Jeric Teng. Teng only with 2 points. Salamat goes in a little bit closer to the other side. Salva spins away from trouble and gets fouled by Fortuna.
And that's what we're pointing about in the game. Without Rabah Hussaini, they're really looking at the perimeter, and it's so much easier for UST to scramble and defend Ateneo. And now they pick up a foul for UST. I think Ateneo was just lucky for them. I don't think Salva has a clear look at the basket to make a decent attempt. Now that's going to be a foul off the ball. Kirk Long pushing Jeric Fortuna with some theatrics.
One of the rare occasions that Kirk Long commits a mistake today, because he has been almost spotless in today's game. Let's take a look at the foul committed by Kirk Long. That little push. And of course, compounded by the acting job of Fortuna. All seen on our Smart Instant Replay. We're helping sports. Mirza off the glass too high, but Ababou is there for the putback. Almost got it a fall, bouncing off the top of the backboard.
Talk about Mirza. 9 boards, 12 points for Kasim. Offensive boards working in the first half. 10 offensive boards put up by UST, only 6 for Ateneo. So talk about tenacity, intensity in the ball game, the focus. And Apuang missing on his first end. I was looking at Mirza, parang man-possessed dito sa third period si Mirza. He feels, he can take on anybody who's gonna guard him. Well, in this ball game.
I guess he's thinking, some of the guys did their part in the second quarter. Talking about Dylan Ababou, now it's my turn to chip in my part of the points on the board.
And they have a 6-point advantage, 54 to 48. UST control here in the third.
This is now the biggest lead of UST over Ateneo. Ateneo led by as much as 7 in the second quarter. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Reyes has to put it up. Oh! What a big three for Giant Reyes.
The perimeter shooting bailing out Ateneo. No Rabah Hussaini. 2-second 3-point shot for Giant Reyes. He and Kirk Long keeping Ateneo in the ballgame.
8 points for Giant Reyes. Mirza gets away from Long momentarily. Teng, that's a 3. Teng gets it back. UST fighting for it. Good tap to another Blue Eagle by Nonoy Baclao. Salva goes across the lane. Reyes, that's a forced shot from Giant.
No rebounder there for Ateneo. Giant tried to make an adjustment to keep Ateneo closer to UST.
High pick by Ababou. Coach Bigo Harencio screaming. He wants the ball in Ababou's hands. Ababou puts it up off the glass. Aitona will make that Fortuna. Gets the loose ball.
Up again with an offensive recovery. Front court points. UST 47, Ateneo 20. Wow, that's really a big difference. And Salva committing his third foul.
And the main cog missing here is the numbers put up by Al Hussaini. Timeout now from Samsung Imagination Lives. And they are still on top by 3 here. Under 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Fortuna goes inside. Catch and shoot for Dylan Ababou.
That's a great player there for Dylan Ababou. For a while they have trouble inbounding the ball, and then when it gets to Dylan's hands, he's so focused to make that basket.
15 points for Dylan Ababou. And UST back up by 5. Reyes open momentarily. Passes inside to Salva, who is fouled and gets the basket.
Good decision on the part of Reyes to give it to Salva. He saw that it was only Tata Bautista who was covering Nico Salva in that play. They have the advantage and a 3-point play in the making.
Strong power move by Salva from PS Bank. Simple lang maaasahan. This ought to boost the morale of the Blue Eagles on the floor. They have not had considerable numbers from Al Hussaini, and they're looking for somebody to replace the points that are missing from their leading scorer.
There's really a big vacuum when you don't have your leading scorer on the floor, and you know the big guy is not clogging the lane for your opponents.
They want to go to Mirza. A three on the way. Too strong. Ateneo looking to tie it all up. UST is still up by 3. 56-53. Baclao. It's a zone employed defensively here by UST. A good job boxing out the Baclao by Ababou. Tata Bautista loses the ball on the way to the basket. It's still UST ball with 20 seconds on the shot clock.
So quite reckless there for Tata Bautista. I don't think he has a clear look at the basket. When he was trying to drive it, they didn't have the numbers. He was quick to defend them in that transition play.
And they had no numbers as well. Ababou fakes. Under 2 minutes left. Ababou puts it up. Ababou is on the mark here in the third quarter.
This is really making his life very frustrating for Nonoy Baclao. He's shooting over him, taking him from the outside.
17 points for Ababou, who averages 20.3 points per ball game. Long has been the main man for Ateneo today. Salva from the elbow. Too strong. Salva gets his own miss. And that's an easy putback for Nico Salva.
Yep. No backing out there for Nico Salva, trying to get some leverage here. Still UST with a 3-point advantage here at the end of the first.
You notice what UST does is they, especially the backcourt, they run right away after a miss by Ateneo, and that allowed Salva to waltz his way inside the paint. And here's the substitution as Baclao Austria checks in for Ateneo, delivered to us by KFC. It's finger licking good.
44.7 seconds remaining here in the third. Ababou already with 17 points and a 7 of 13 shooting, all made within the 2-point area. None so far from the 3-point area for Dylan.
Here's our Powerade hyper play of the quarter. Powerade sports drink. Drink up. Power up. Sports is what you make it. That's the Salva putback. 9 points on 3 out of 6 shooting from the field and 5 rebounds for Salva. And Coach Pido Harensia has seen enough of some of the big guys of Ateneo getting points, easy points inside the paint, and he puts back Camus and Maliksi.
I think make Ateneo take a look differently defensively the way UST is playing them here in the first.
Long, left open for 3. Not the thing to do today if you're UST.
Wow, and it's tied at 58, Eric.
17 big points for Kirk Long. 10th deadlock of the game. Both fan bases on their feet here at the Araneta Coliseum. Mirza, that close to the basket. He is money at the bank. And to end the third quarter, what a finish for UST to at least come out on top, up by 2, 60-58. But take a look at the numbers and the performance of Kirk Long.
Well, 17 points for the 4 from the 3-point area, 2 of 2 from the 2-point area with 3 assists. That has kept Ateneo in the ballgame, while UST, courtesy of Mirza and Ababou, keeping them ahead of Ateneo.
But despite the numbers of Kirk Long, he is shadowed by the efforts put up by Dylan Ababou. 17 points. He is our Jollibee Champ of the Game candidate. Big burger goodness like no other. 60-58. UST on top over Ateneo to end the third quarter.
Fourth and final quarter.
Back here at the Araneta Coliseum. Start of the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. UST on top by 2, 60-58 versus the defending champions Ateneo. The struggling Hussaini is back on the floor for the Blue Eagles. But despite his presence, Kasim Mirza still able to put that inside the paint.
Well, there was already an adjustment. Nico Salva picking up Kasim Mirza, but they're not boxing out UST. They're getting 2-3 offensive rebounds, and they got the 2 points, extending the lead to 4 for UST.
Bacon to Nico Salva, who's been productive off the bench. Monfort take a look at the quarter scoring on your TV screen.
Well, really close in the third period. If you take a look at USC making that run in the second period, that's why they had a 2-point advantage at the end of the third.
9 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Fortuna was entering no man's land and got bailed out by a foul on Montfort. As to take a look at Nonoy Baclao. He and Kirk Long are our Jollibee Yum Doubles Duo candidates. Enjoy the best things in life. 21 points of Ateneo's 58 between Long and Baclao. Bautista missing there, but Camus keeps it alive for UST. Open is Maliksi for three. No. Camus again with an offensive board. That was possible because Hussaini was running on what he thought was a break for Ateneo. Tata Bautista gives it up to Mirza. 7 to shoot. Mirza for three. No. Ateneo looking for some options as they have really not gotten Hussaini into the groove, into the rhythm of the offense of Ateneo. That partly because Hussaini's been in foul trouble the entire game, but Austria knocks in a three.
Getting close because of the 3-point shots hurled by Ateneo here in the ball game. Austria, the last one to join the fray.
Now Ateneo is within one, 62-61. Tata Bautista, and that's an offensive foul as he elbowed his way in front of Long.
I think it's already frustration on the part of Tata Bautista. No open look for him. He was shooting very well against UP last Thursday, but so far, no open look for Tata Bautista, trying to wheel and deal inside, getting a foul.
And Tata Bautista, a very short stint on the floor as Ababou checks in. This substitution delivered to us by KFC. It's finger licking good. Also, Jeric Teng coming in for UST. So it's Tata Bautista and Mirza getting a rest. But I'm guessing Mirza's going to have a very short rest on the bench for UST.
Papitim ka lang ng juice yan. As sweet ball would tell you. But we also have Baclao and Buenafe into the ball game.
Ateneo looking to grab the lead with this possession. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Buenafe to Austria. Austria, that's going to be offline.
Wow! Almost shot there.
Baclao kicks it out. Fresh 24. Good idea. Presence of mind by Baclao to reset everything for the Blue Eagles. Let's go to the Samsung courtside update with Jessica Mendoza.
Eric, Coach Normanback goes back to basics for the fourth quarter, stressing that it's not enough to score a lot against UST. The Blue Eagles need to stop them from scoring as well. And so he reminded them to rotate their defense, to sprint back, and to challenge UST's perimeter shots. Finally, the boys were told to make the most of their own guys who are hot on the court today. Eric and Randy?
Thank you, Jessica. Alain Maliksi flying in to grab the loose ball from Hussaini. Going back to that report by Jessica, just defensive schemes coming from Coach Norman Black as you see Hussaini finally. You see the frustration in his face. He feels like, he finally got over the hump and got that monkey off his back.
Well, he's trying to get possession in their offense. And twice he's received that ball. And boy, here's another turnover in favor of Ateneo. So some blood here being smelled by Ateneo. They have taken the lead 63-62.
Fortuna with an offensive foul. This is going to be his fourth personal foul. And Baclao spinning away from trouble, away from the double team on our Smart Instant Replay. We're helping sports.
Well, good recognition there by Raba, Eric. Before the double team would come in, he made the spin. It was already late for the double team of UST against Raba.
Let's see the plans of UST here in the fourth quarter on the Samsung courtside update by Patch Kansana.
A while ago, we were talking about the victory of the UST Cubs against the Ateneo Blue Eaglets, hoping that it could be the same outcome for today's afternoon. Moreover, Coach figured out na bumabagsak sila sa zone, so atakihin natin sila doon. Keep on running, do our runouts, miss or made shots. Meanwhile, Coach was frustrated with the defense on Kirk. Huwag nyo hayaang tirahan kayo noon. Keep an eye on him. The huddle ended with the boys shouting, "Pare, last quarter na to, kayanin natin to." Eric and Randy?
There you go, that very short but kind of speech that motivates each and every player. Last quarter na, kayanin natin. Hussaini is double teamed by Camus and Ababou. Hussaini tried to pass out of trouble. It ends up in the hands of Tata Bautista. He loses it again. Tata Bautista really not himself today. Another steal by UST. Tata better pull this one back. He does. Teng from the outside, way short on that attempt.
Not a good decision. They didn't have the numbers there. And Ateneo gets the ball back. They have a 1-point lead. This time for a resetting for Ateneo.
1 foot.
Oh, he gets it back.
Gets his own miss inside the paint against UST. Baclao inside to Hussaini, who gets fouled.
You know, bread and butter play there for Ateneo. The Baclao gets it from the high post, from the feature of the keyhole area, and gives it to Hussaini.
Clear precision stop from clear man, no dandruff, just cool hair. Tata Bautista really having trouble handling the leather today. But Coach Bido Harencio has a lot of confidence in him. Well, not for long as he gets pulled out. Actually, it's Jeric who's getting pulled out. And Tata Bautista as Alain Maliksi and Fortuna check in.
Well, not too many mistakes here in the fourth quarter. They know the payoff period. 1-point advantage for Ateneo.
Jollibee Yum Double Steal candidates enjoy the best things in life. Baclao and Kirk Long still are the main men for Ateneo, as Hussaini only has 7 points so far in the game, has really been a non-factor. Ryan Buenafe as well has not scored in this game. Look at the numbers of Hussaini. Far cry from his 26-point output against LaSalle last Sunday. Timeout by UST, 65-62. Ateneo on top by 3.
Pero pag nakita kasi ng player, they will be inspired by the presence.
Let's hope Jerry's presence does inspire UST as they are down by 3, 65-62.
Also, picking up off the ball foul, trying to put the cuffs on Casimir, the number 1 on Bacon. 2 team fouls for Ateneo, only a team foul to show for UST. Time down to 4:56 in the ball game.
Fortuna and Maliksi are inserted into the backcourt of UST. Too strong for Dylan Ababou, and a foul is going to be called on Kasim Mirza, it seems.
Good position there by Bacon. Also, a hurried shot put up by Dylan Ababou.
Third personal foul on Mirza.
So field goal shooting here in the fourth, Eric. 1 of 9 for UST, 2 of 7 for Ateneo. Offensive board, 4 for UST, 3 for Ateneo. Turnovers, 3-2 in favor of UST. That close here in the fourth.
The offensive boards is, really different now for UST because they used to lead the stat in the first 3 quarters.
And that's energizing them because they get the possession and that frustrates the defense.
Ooh, that ought to energize UST. Camus spiking it out of the hands of Monfort.
They just know too well Eman Monfort now for UST.
Shot block from Rexona. Use Rexona after every bath.
Good substitution here by Coach Sean. Bringing back Jai Reyes. He's hit a couple of 3-point shots in the ball game, and they need somebody who's going to do that for them.
24-second shot clock violation as Buenafe struggled against the long arms of Alain Maliksi.
Well, of course, they were able to block Monfort's shot, and then less time for them to set up for Ateneo. So USC with one good defensive stop. Let's see if they could put up something. They're still down by 3 points.
Under 4 minutes, under 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Open is Maliksi, can't knock it in. Hussaini grabs a loose ball and secures it.
Ababou tried to whack away from Hussaini, but no more offensive rebound there for UST.
Baclao gives a screen to Reyes. doing a good job against Hussaini and Baclao. UST is at 5-4. In the standings, they want a little separation from UE and LaSalle. They need this win. Ateneo, on the other hand, with a win, grabs the first twice-to-beat advantage and secures a spot in the Final Four.
Even Ababou missed 2 consecutive attempts here in the fourth quarter. I think that's not very good. They have to look for other shooters, I think, for UST. Ateneo slowly imposing his will here in the fourth quarter. Ababou, 7 of 21 field goals in the ballgame, 33%.
Look at the entry pass. And the foul committed by Camus on our smart instant replay. We're helping sports as he tried to deny Hussaini.
Well, this one's for the money now. We've got Kirk Long and Jeric Salamat coming in for Ateneo. The ball is now landing in the hands of Hussaini. That's the big difference. They didn't have Hussaini in the third quarter. We didn't see much of that play in the first quarter as he was saddled with 2 fouls. Now Ateneo's going back to the game. It's now the challenge for UST to stop that play. Make it difficult for the entry pass going to Hussaini and take away the difference.
UST has been scoreless in the last 6-10. As we look at the crowd, ask for one more free throw from Hussaini, and that's incidentally when he missed. Tata Bautista is back on the floor, replacing Alain Maliksi. I'm guessing Coach Mido Harencio is looking for some open threes for UST. And there's the first look for Tata Bautista.
And that control of the board by Hussaini. No more offensive boards, just one look at the basket, one shot if UST missed. Balik na yung bola sa Ateneo.
Hussaini.
Oh!
When you need the big man the most, he delivers against the double team. Puts up the shot and knocks it in with the foul. 68-62 with one free throw coming for Rabah Hussaini.
Talk about picking up his ball game. The nick of time here for Ateneo.
Smart instant replay. We're helping sports. Shows you can't put a good man down.
Well, it was just a matter of time, and Rabah just focusing now here in the fourth quarter, and look at the separation. 7 points up now for the Blue Eagles over the Growling Tigers.
And against Ateneo, a team that is very good defensively, number 3 ranked team when it comes to defense. UST is going to be struggling to get some points here. And an offensive foul is going to be called on Kasim Mirza.
You have to really looking at to post up Kirk Long at that. And this time, Kirk Long, I think, with the experience of being bumped by Mirza. And the ball going this way, the side of UST. Here's the play. Kirk Long tried to front Mirza, and there's the push of Mirza to bring down Kirk Long.
Smart instant replay. We're helping sports. A lot of that, of course, helped by the acting job by Kirk Long. Wasn't much of a push as well from Kasim Mirza. It was both players jostling for position, but nevertheless, the favor going the way of Ateneo. Inside again to Hussaini. Double teamed. Rabah, short. Tata with a left.
Great one there. They finally come up with a field goal for UST, and I think that is important. That basket is important because that would restore some confidence in their catch-up play here.
Take a look at the no dribble straight to the layup. Shot in transition on our smart instant replay. We're helping sports. Long, too strong as they wanted to go to Hussaini, but Mirza unable to capitalize on that free ball. Last 2 minutes brought to us by PS Bank. Simple lang, maaasahan. And we dive straight into a Samsung timeout. Imagination lives. Power up. Sports is what you make it. Hussaini 17 points. Or make it 12 points actually for Hussaini. I'm sorry. As you see Kasim Mirza get a quick 2 for UST.
Well, UST coming up with 2 layups, consecutive ones. They're coming close, and Ateneo sleeping in defense as UST quickening the pace of their offense.
Hussaini 12 points. And most of those coming here in the fourth quarter.
That can be a foul by Akwang, trying to hold down Hussaini, who was sealing him off. Coach Mido livid on the sideline. So It should have been just a let go. Look at the action between Afwang and Hussaini. Look at the right hand of Afwang. That's what's trying to prevent Hussaini from getting that leather.
So 132 remaining in the game, or at least in the fourth quarter. Al Hussaini's at the line. Pretty steady hand for him.
This is the fourth, Eric. 5 of 6 from the free throw line for Al Hussaini. He's got a total of 13 points now in the ball game. 9 boards, so approaching a double-double. Certainly, keeping him out for most of the game has given UST a chance here. As Hussaini makes it a more comfortable 71 to 66 advantage. A minute and 32 remaining.
But UST is the #1 team when it comes to shooting from beyond the arc. So they've still got a pretty good shot here. But Tata Bautista has not been on the mark the entire game today.
A 2-possession game here for Ateneo. They have the leather. They're going to set it up. Expect Hussaini to touch the leather here in their offense.
Ball stays with Ateneo with 11 seconds on the shot clock.
Bautista's replaced by Jeric.
11 seconds.
Time not on the game of UST.
Kirk long. Ball tapped away by Fortuna. 6 seconds on the shot clock for Ateneo.
10 seconds to shoot.
Look for a quick shot here from the perimeter. If they cannot dump it immediately to Al Hussaini for a quick turn.
Reyes will inbound it from the baseline. Long puts up a long three.
Oh! It's only the game of Long against the Growling Tigers.
You've got to be kidding me. That was about 6 feet away from the pro three-point area.
Oh, and USC was threatening to have that lock defensively, and Long from Long Tom.
Kirk Long with 20 points for Ateneo will hang on the air as timeout is called by UST. Let's listen to Coach Pido Harencio.
Hey, Dylan, dito ka ha, Dylan. Okay, Jeric, ikaw na rito, Kasim. Okay, labas. Okay, ngayon, ito si Jeric Teng, dito ka. Melo, dito ka. Okay, Kasim, tigalabas ka. Ito yan ha. Labas. Bigay dito. Dylan, labas ka rito. Hit ka, atake ka na. Pag may 3 points, tira na tayo ng 3 points. Okay. Pagka ganun, ito, screen ka na, Melo. Pagka labas si Jeric, screen. Ito, may shooter tayong isa, si Jeric. Okay? Ngayon, pagka wala nangyari, okay, Dylan, basta ikaw ang first option, ha? Pagkuha mo, tira mo, okay, atake na kagad. Wala nang dalawa, isip, ha? Atake. Melo, pag-screen, rebound ka. Kasim, stationary ka na lang dito. Kay ni Jeric. Okay? Let's go.
Pretty clear, Eric, in terms of the options. They're looking for a quick basket here. Would be a 3-point shot available. First option to Dylan. And if not, Afwang ready to get that offensive board. But what a drought here in the fourth. 16-6, Ateneo outscoring UST. And Kirk Long, 5 of 6 from 3-point area. The last one, the most hurting of the 3-point shots of Kirk Long.
And Kirk Long, amazing numbers in 32 minutes. 20 points, 5 out of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal. Let's see if Ababou can get the quick 2. Blocked by Baclao, but it's kept alive by Afwang. Ababou tries again.
He wins it, but a lot of time taken by UST to make that basket, Eric.
Lead is still 6 for Ateneo. Air ball there by Salamat, and Al Hussaini couldn't put back in. Teng.
Oh, this is interesting, Eric. This is interesting.
Very quick points put up on the board by UST. Let's see if that effort is enough.
Good possession here. They pick up the foul because they want to stop the clock. They cannot just allow Ateneo to dribble the time away here. Reyes will be tested. Wow, that's a big blow. Fortuna going out because of 5 fouls.
And in comes Tata Bautista. This is the first trip of Reyes at the line. 8 points so far for Reyes.
Important 3-point shots made by Reyes, particularly in the third period with nothing going positively for Ateneo. They were relying on the perimeter. And yeah, that's a nice song, huh? Hindi nga lang Jaigo for Reyes. He puts this one. It's now 75-70. 2-possession ball game. 2 free throws made.
Hussaini checks out, and a quicker team is for Ateneo is on the floor with Nico Salamat center. UST needing a 3, but Bautista opts for a quick 2. They still can't even get that, and a quick foul on long. But at this point, with a sportsmanlike foul called on Kasim Mirza, that's about it for UST.
It's just a frustration. 5th foul of Kasim Mirza. You know, they were so much into the ball game. They were on top of Ateneo. They were all over the offensive boards and all. And he held onto the shirt. That's where the sportsmanlike foul called on Kasim Mirza on Kirk Long. And Kirk Long, wow, what an outstanding ball game for this guy. When the chips were down, they got Kirk.
That's all on our Smart Instant Replay. We're helping sports. A sportsmanlike foul committed by Kasim Mirza. Where did it all go wrong for UST, Professor?
Well, that's really a long shot, but for a while, UST had the number of Ateneo. But you know, they were able to close out on the perimeter shooters, particularly Kirk Long and Reyes, including Baclao and Austria. That kept Ateneo. They could have, chopped them down when they had mismatches. Kasim Mirza, Alain Maliksi, for a while Dylan Ababou was also part of the show in the third period. But they were unable to sustain that. And Ateneo kept the faith, I think, in the third period. Without Rabah Al-Hussaini, they were plugging away, and UST unable to take the game in spite of the offensive recoveries that they had in the third. That's why they relinquished the lead to Ateneo at the end of the third quarter. It was different altogether. Iba na yung impression, iba na nagkaangas ang uli. Rabah was able to get back his game. And UST will go down to its 5th loss. So, chance for the outsiders. Adamson, UP, LaSalle. And look at the remaining schedule of UST. They'll play NU. They'll face De La Salle, Adamson, and UE. So critical ball games for UST. What UST has to remember is they cannot take for granted NU. They have to take care of business to get through, because when they play at Ateneo, against NU, Adamson, it's really FU. And they want to get back at UP, their only tormentor so far in the tournament. So I think the schedule of today is pretty okay for them in terms of their building up going to the Final Four. Look at this one. Ateneo is approaching the 80-point marker. UST is so consistent in allowing their opponents to score. Remember, they are averaging 87 points given to their opponents.
That's right.
And Reyes has an opportunity to take Ateneo to the 80-point level against UST.
And Ateneo, on the other hand, very accurate with the way they allow points against opponents. They only allow 63 points for their opponents, and UST is at 70.
Well, the good thing about the defense of Ateneo, UST did not get the 84-point average that they score game in and game out so far in the UAAP 72nd season. And that's just appropriate. Kirk Long getting the ovation. A game where Ateneo rode on his shoulders.
Without the numbers coming from Al-Hussaini, only 4 points in the first half, but poured in 10 in the fourth quarter. Ateneo was looking for somebody else to put the numbers in, as you see Coach Pido Harencio with time still on the clock. Already concede and approach Coach Roman Black and shake the hand or the hands of the coaching staff of Ateneo.
So Ateneo picks up win number 9. Stay on top, 80-70 victory over UST. UST going down slightly, still number 4 with a 5-5 rating. Just 1 win over LaSalle and 2 over UP and Adamson.
Ateneo, after trailing by as much as 6, wins it 80-70 over UST in the first match of Sunday. Showdown, Jollibee champ of the game, Big Burger, goodness like no other. Who else? Kirk Long. He has been the main man for Ateneo and he deserves this award definitely. We'll be back to wrap this game up after these. Ateneo goes up 9-1 and secures the first of 2 twice to beat advantage opportunities given to the top teams entering the Final 4 as they beat UST by 10, 80-70. Here's our best player, maaasahan player from PS Bank. Simple lang, maaasahan.
Well, Kirk Long was there the whole game. He started 21 points, 4 assists, 5 boards. And the chips were down. There was Kirk, as I mentioned earlier, and he really did his best game in the tournament.
And here's our fit and right burning move, a most refreshing way to burn. This is the long 3 put up by Kirk Long.
Who else?
And that really changed the complexion of the game. That deflated the hopes of UST. You saw in the faces of Mirza and Ababou, like they lost all the intensity in their faces after Kirk Long drained that. That took the lead of Ateneo to 8 from 5. And this now is our Jollibee Yum Doubles duo. Enjoy the best things in life.
Well, this too. Raba this time has to play second fiddle to Kirk. And Nonoy, I think this is his best productive game. 5 blocks. 5 blocks for Nonoy. He take care of business against Dylan Ababou in the 4th quarter.
Not the usual numbers for Al Hussaini, but he'll take that along with the win anytime as Ateneo dives straight back to the number 1 spot in the standings at 9-1. FBU, though, is on the chase to go 9-1 as they take on UE